Welcome, friends. This is another episode of Knowing the Profession of. Today, we're gonna learn about the profession of developer. So, licensed Eduardo Sertuche is gonna tell us something about his profession. El día de hoy, el licenciado Eduardo Sertuche nos hablará sobre conociendo la profesión de licenciado en informática. No se lo pierdan.
Hello everyone, my name is Eduardo Sertuche, and my friend Elizabeth asked me to create a video for me and give you some information about what I am doing, what is my job, and what I do to live. So just to give you a small introduction about me, currently I am living in Belgium. I have already 9 years here. And my experience working here, but first I will tell you which is my title. University title is, and I cannot translate this to English, but this is going to be Licenciado en Informática Administrativa. I am graduated from the University of Nuevo León, and well, my that isn't the name of the title, but what I'm really doing is software developer or solution consultant. And what I can tell you about this career is that I can tell you that you can split, or from the way that I see it, you can split this career in 3 small areas. You have the technical parts where you work fixing computers, servers, routers, or maybe another components that are related to net infrastructure. There is also the net, the persons who work with the nets. That means implementation of Wi-Fi, or intranet, extranet, everything that is related to, I will say, connections between computers. And there is that another area, which is the name is software developer, that is about to create applications. Could be a mobile applications, could be a software applications for a computer or website, or could be a game, or could be anything that you can create that runs in a smartphone, tablet, or computer. And there is another administrative area that that part I'm not aware about it, but it's more about managing and more. That area is not my strongest area, so that part I don't know too much. But the area that I choose to follow, it was the software developer, and I like it too much because I don't know, it's something that when I saw it, I like it too much. It's about logic. I think I found it very easy for me, so it's the path I just follow. So as you can see, the name of the title is one, but at the end it's just a name, because you can do different, you can specify one area, and that name do not tell you the area that you are choosing. So that is my title, and this is my career. But here in Belgium, I'm working for a German company. The name is Omninet. But here I'm working in the Benelux area, or in the Benelux means or stand for Brussels, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. So what I am doing is we implement software to customers. Just for example, if one customer arrive and I said, okay, I want your software to be implemented in my company, I say, okay, I can implement it. I go to your company, and maybe 90% of the software can be implemented in your company. Do the process that they have. So what they ask me normally is, okay, can you adapt this software to my process? And this is what I am doing. So I'm sorry. So I implement that software for that company, and I adapt the software to their process. So another question that she's asking me is, tell a little bit about projects, goals, and a little bit more. So goals, I can tell you I have a lot of certifications around Microsoft. Well, just before tell you this, now I'm living in Belgium, but before I was living in Mexico. In Mexico, my main area was software developer, 100% be on the computer creating software. Then after when I moved to Belgium, I'm more for solution consultant, more as a consultant, work more with customers. It's not only creating software, writing code, is also speaking with customer, analyzing requirements with the customer, and implementing the software with the customer in the customer side. So my projects right now are more related to go to the customer, implement the software. I have been working with projects here in Europe, France, Netherlands, Luxembourg, but also I have projects in Asia, in Africa, in United States, for customer in United States. That doesn't mean that I travel. Sometimes yes, I do it, but also most of the implementation can be done via remote desktop. So the interest part of this is that I like my job because I can work with different cultures, and this is very nice because I'm Mexican, and sometimes it's very different to work with another people from another country that only with the maybe of the same culture that you are used to work, and this is like it too much to me. So but when I was working with in Mexico, I was 100% as a software developer. So that's why I have a lot of certifications from Microsoft. But when I was working in Mexico, it was very nice also because I knew or I learned how the programs are created inside. So I have a lot of experience in that. So now description of another question is the description of my profession. Well, I'll just tell you about my project here around Europe. Maybe another thing that I can just add is that university title is very important to have it, but it's not, I mean, for my profession at least it's not essential, but it's very important. At least this the title give you the key, the first key to open the first door to work or to travel in Europe, because at least here in Europe, every person, at least all the person has a title, and master degrees and doctors, and yeah, they are very intelligent people with many certificates outside. So I can tell you that without my title, I think it will be almost impossible to get a job here, because everybody has one. So I can tell you this title is very important for you. So another question is why what are required to be here? Well, I can tell you that it took me around 1.5 years to come to Europe. At the beginning, I was not expecting to come to Europe. I was looking more for a job in the United States or in Canada. but I keep knocking the doors. And one day I just received an invitation to work here in Belgium. I passed all my exams, all the interviews, and one day I was here in Belgium. I was not expecting. And what I can tell you is, I think so one of the stronger points that I have is my experience. I have around 15 years of experience working with software developer. Since I finished my university, actually I started to work in a company when I still to have 1 year to finish my university career. So I have a lot of experience working with that, and I think so that was one of the biggest points that I have to come here to Europe. As I say, one day just arrive and just accept the offer, and I said, okay, why not, and let's move it and let's continue and let's see what's happened. So so I can tell you that you can be whatever you want if you decide to. You just need to be try to continue looking for if you really want this. Now another question is, how can I help the society with my career? Where actually I can tell you that, especially today with the coronavirus and with all the pandemic and etc., I can tell you that we are helping software, computers, Wi-Fi helps a lot today to the companies and to every person, because without software, without company, I think nobody will help you nobody will able to work with this pandemic. Thanks to the software, company can still have a purchase, can still to deliver the package, can have the accounting, can have the financial operations. So I think today every company, every small company has a computer, has a software, has an application that is used to work every day. So what I can tell you is that without system, I think it's going to be almost impossible to work today. So, and finally, another information. What I can tell you is that one of the main points or strongest points that you need to have when you leave your country, or at least for a Mexican, is a second language. When I just left Mexico, I have my Spanish, of course. I have a bad English. I still have bad English. French at the moment was I think it was better my French than my English at that moment. But just by luck, I arrived here to Belgium. And here we use French as a daily basics, but for companies it's very common to use English. One example is with my colleagues in Germany, I speak in English. When I work for Asia, I speak in English. When I work in Africa, for companies in Africa, I speak English. And this is maybe some information, additional information. French, for some reason, do not like English. So with the French, I speak in French. But it's very important to have a second language. And I can tell you, as I told you, my English is not perfect, it's not good, but I can give my idea, and this is very important. Because here at least they don't, one of my strong, for example, I will tell you something, when something that it happened to me at the beginning of my career here in Belgium. One day I was assigned to a project for one hotel in the Caribbean. And it was my first presentation with the customer. And I was in charge of that project. And when I have that conversations, I was so nervous, so nervous because it was my first time in Europe with a customer that I was not used to work, which is in English and also with a different culture. So that day I remember that I did the presentation, and I was so nervous that I didn't speak English. I was not able to speak English. I speak something, but it was not English. And actually everybody in the presentation was like making faces like what? And just by luck, just one guy, he told me, "Hey Eduardo, what is your language?" And I say Spanish. And he said, "Okay, can you explain me what you just said? Because and then after that I will explain it to them." And I was so ashamed, but okay, I need to accept what did happen. I explained to him. He explained to everyone else. Okay, we agree. And for example, in that project, what at that moment happened is that the result, it was an excellent result. At the end of the project, they were very happy with the result. The implementation was very good because at that moment I knew it. Technically, I knew what to do. I knew how the software is implemented. I know how I can do it. So at that moment, my problem was not the knowledge of the software or how to do it. It was at that moment was my English I was so nervous that I was not able to speak with the customer. But after that, for my next conference and the next conference, my English was not perfect, but I was able to communicate. So the lesson learned from that moment, it was that even if I fail, because fail is part of the process of the experience, fail is good. So at that moment, I can tell you at the end of that conference, I was so devastated, let's say. But after that, I say no. I need to stand up. I need to continue, and I will do it better next time. And with the result that everybody was happy. Let's say that English moved to the second part where it was not so important, all the important things. But of course, if my English was bad and also my work was bad, so it will be a disaster. So the lesson learned here is a second language is very good. If you have perfect English, it's going to be very good. If you have another language, could be French or any other language you want, it also is going to be perfect. It's going to help you a lot. But second language I think is a must. I suppose for every career outside, but at least for computers. If you decide to move outside Mexico or from your country, is a big plus. So thank you guys. I hope I like my presentation. So I wish you the best and see you later. Bye.